plane. All right, so the first problems basically are giving you like a little graph. So you don't need to copy them over. I'm just doing this one for a second so you can see how they set this up. What just happened?
It's gone.
Hello? Oh. What?
It's back.
That was weird. Just trying to turn this thing off, but it keeps trying to put extra lines on my graph. Alright, so this first problem looks like this, and it wants you to tell what the slope of the line is. Okay, so it is set up in a way that you can see they've already like counted out the slope for you. And so we're just stating what it is. That's what I was saying. You really don't need to copy this one over. You can just write what it is. So the slope, it's always rise and run, so it's either up or down. So it's going to be -1 over, then you run, so going left to right, that's a +1. So my slope is -1. Man down. Get him later. 14. All right, so again, they have 2 points on a graph, okay? And what they want you to do is they want you to find the slope through the 2 labeled points. You don't need to copy the graph. All I need you to do is to copy the 2 points down. The points are -6, 6, and 2, 6. So we are writing an equation, well, not an equation. Writing the formula for slope. Okay, so slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So it does not matter which of these points is 2 and which one's 1 as long as I keep them straight. They're in order, so I'm just going to do it this way. So I have 6 minus 6 over 2 minus, but that's a negative. Minus a negative is plus 6. So on top, I have 6 minus 6, which is 0, over 2 plus 6 is 8. What's 0 divided by 8?
0.
0. So this one has a slope of 0. Now, what happens if this was flipped and 0 is in the denominator?
It's going to be undefined.
It would be undefined. Okay, so if you ever have something over 0, it's undefined. If 0 is on the top, it's equal to 0. So just make sure you watch for that. I don't know if there's any that end up that way in here, but I'm just warning you in case. All right. Because we're going to be doing a bunch of finding slope just in different senses, I'm not going to do another one of those, but we'll be doing plenty of finding the slope of lines that you should be good on that by the time we are done. All right, the next ones give you 2 lines on a graph, okay, and they want you to tell whether or not the lines are parallel. So what would have to be true about their slopes for them to be parallel?
They have to equal each other.
Yep, they have to equal each other. So again, you don't need to copy the graphs over. That's excessive. So on number 20, my line 1, I'm going to do L1, and then I'm going to write the 2 points that are on L1. They are negative 8, 3, and negative 4, 5. Then my L2, so my line 2 is 2, negative 4, and 8, negative 1. Now, on almost every single one of these sets of lines, they look parallel. You can't just decide that you're going to say, yes, they're parallel or no, they're not, without showing the math as to why they are or are not, okay? So, when I label my slopes, I'm going to do slope 1 like this, so to say slope of line 1, and when I do the other one, it's going to be an M with a little subscript of 2 on it. So, this first one, y2 minus y1, so 5 minus 3 over x2 minus x1, negative 4 minus, but 8 is negative, so it's going to become plus. So negative 4 plus 8 on the bottom. So that gives me a slope of 2 over 4, which reduces to 1/2. My second one, negative 1 minus a negative 4, so that's going to be negative 1 plus 4 over 8 minus 2. So that's going to be negative 1 plus 4 is 3 over 8 minus 2 is 6. 3 over 6 reduces to 1/2. So 1/2 is 1/2, so these are parallel. So do we see that if we don't reduce them, then you're not going to think that they're parallel, because 2 over 4 is not equal to 3 over 6. But if I reduce them, they are. Okay, so always make sure you reduce all the way down. (22). We've got line 1 is going to be the points negative 8, 2, and 0, negative 4. Line 2 is 0, 5, and 8, negative 2. So how do I set up the slope of the first line?
-4 minus 2 over 0 plus 8.
Yep, because it would be minus a negative, so it'll be plus. So then that gives us negative 6 over 8, which reduces to negative 3 over 4. Line 2, somebody different set this one up for me.
-2 minus 5 over 8 minus 7.
Yep. So I get on top, negative 2 minus 5 is negative 7 over 8. I can't reduce that anymore, so are these lines parallel?
No.
No, so not parallel. Whoa. Too many L's. All right, so we'll have a few more problems, or we'll have one more problem that we'll start with tomorrow because the bell's about to ring. That will be finding if lines are parallel or not, and then from there we'll be writing equations of lines. Not today. So you should have some time tomorrow to work in class.
This is kind of the one.
The one